back, Miami Hurricane fans. Hit that like and subscribe if you like this video. We'll first start off with the defense coordinator watch before we get into the transfer portal commitments that we have so far. So right now, unfortunately, the Tennessee Volunteers defense coordinator turned down the job for Mario Cristobal. We'll see what happens. It is what it is. I think we're kind of like in a little bit of a rebuilding mode because we lost a lot of pieces. So we'll keep you updated on some of these when we actually find the ones that we're bringing in for interviews. And like I said, we'll see what happens. But, the Tennessee guy turned it down. So like I said, Georgia Tech, Duke, a bunch of those other defense coordinators are going to be hired. I think we're really, Mario Cristobal saw the type of defense they were putting out there, and it was unacceptable. But we're going to go over the transfer portal targets. Right now, we're 15th ranked for our transfer portals. We have 8 commits and I think 15 losses. But we've signed some pretty good people, and we're going to go over that right. So as you can see, Hurricane fans, we have the 15th ranked transfer portal. We weren't going to go crazy this year, but we'll go over some of the transfers that we have. It's not a bad class. We definitely focus much more on defense, and I think that's going to be really much more improved this coming season. The offense, we'll see what happens, but we got Alex Bauman, who's a tight end from Tulsa. He's pretty good, bigger bodied type of dude. James Brockermeyer, which is one of the better transfers in the interior O-line. Charles Brantley, who's a pretty decent corner from Michigan State. Zachariah Poyser, who is from Jackson State. He's a pretty decent safety. David Blay, the defensive lineman, who's not bad. This is going to be the bigger pickup. I'm really excited to see what he can do. It's Emmanuel Carnley, and he's one of the top-ranked transfer portal corners this year. We definitely went crazy on cornerback. We also lost a couple, but he's going to be an interesting pickup. I want to see what he can do because he definitely has the traits to be one of the better corners in the nation. Now, of course, I'm going to keep you updated on the defensive coordinator search. Tennessee turned us down. The guy from Tennessee turned us down, so we'll see where we're going with this. But Emmanuel Carnley is a name that we need to definitely look out for this season. He has a lot of potential to be a very top-end corner. You have Ethan O'Connor from Washington State, and this is the other transfer that is going to be very interesting to see. He is an LSU wide receiver. He's like 6'1", 195, pretty decent route runner. He's going to be an interesting pickup because we lost a lot of receivers coming into this season. So, we're losing Jacoby George. I think he's going to the draft. We're losing Isaiah Horton, who went to Georgia. We're losing Restrepo, who's going to the draft. And Sam Brown, I'm not sure if he's staying or not. So CJ Daniels is going to be very important this season. And judging by not going too crazy on receiver, I'm guessing they see something in CJ Daniel that will kind of showcase on the field. But he's a very interesting pickup. So the two that I'm telling you right now that are going to be the two good ones are Emmanuel Carnley and CJ Daniels, because those two have the highest potential out of all of these guys. Not saying that the other guys are not good. It's just the highest potential out of all of the people that we have picked up so far. Going to be these two guys. These guys are definitely going to start this offseason. And into the season, and these are the guys, these are the higher name pickups that we are kind of relying on to be pretty decent coming into the season. We'll go into the outgoing ones. Shamir Kirk, who's just another receiver. He's transferring out. De'Ani Hill is another corner that transferred to Wisconsin. Isaiah Thomas is in the transfer portal. Jaden Harris went to Georgia. Frankie Tinlaw, who's another offensive lineman that we are losing to the portal. Zion Nelson went to SMU. Ricky Williams, not the running back, or Riley Williams, sorry. He's one of our lower-end tight ends. He was just one of the backups. Miles Young kind of sucks that we lost him. He's going somewhere else. This is the big one. This is the big one right here. Isaiah Horton to, not Georgia, Alabama. He's the big loss, I think. Being in the system for a couple years and, just kind of, I really thought he was going to stay. I thought he was going to stay with this team, but he transferred to Alabama, so it sucks, but it is what it is. You got Ronald Darth-Hati, just another kicker, another cornerback, Robbie Washington. He went to the transfer portal. Robert Stafford was kind of a crappy one to lose. He went to UCLA. A.J. Allen, who he's probably not going to have much playing time due to Jordan Lyle. Jordan Lyle's probably going to take over this backfield. So that's why he's going to the transfer portal, and they kind of see that Jordan Lyle is a stud, and I think he's going to be great for us. Antonio Tripp went to FIU, which kind of sucks. Thought he was going to take over more of a starting and kind of excel in this system. And then Poffenberger went to, I can't remember what the college is, but he's just, again, another anything quarterback, which I'm still kind of confused on what we're doing at quarterback. We'll see what happens. But like I said, when we're looking at these guys, CJ Daniels and Emmanuel Carnley, these two are going to be the bigger pickups that we have to see what type of contribution that they make on the field. And honestly, having Brockermeyer is another really good pickup. He's going to be a really good interior O-lineman, which kind of alleviates the stress of losing Jordan Tripp. He's a pretty good, stout, big guy. And we'll see what he can do, from TCU. He's going to be a good pickup. We'll see what he does. I'm not sure what we're doing at tight end right now either. But Charles Brantley, Manuel Carnley, CJ Daniels, and Brockermeyer are going to be the key pickups in this offseason so far as we search for the defensive coordinator and the quarterback. I'm hoping we're still searching for that. I don't think that what we have is good enough to put on the field, but we'll see. So as you can see, we've signed some decent pieces. We've lost a lot of pieces. We've lost a lot of corners, brought in a lot of corners. This is kind of just how college football is going to be from here on out. It's just going to be one of those things that you're going to have like free agency consistently, and it's going to be like it's even more than free agency what we have in college football now, because it's like basically everybody's a one-year contract. So this is kind of just what it's going to be. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to do defensive coordinator-wise. I think that's definitely on Cristobal's major importance list to get a defensive coordinator that can make this defense back to what it was a couple years ago. And like I said, I'm very confused on what we're doing for quarterback. I'm not really sure. I'm really hoping that we get somebody that is competent, because I don't think you could trot Emory Williams out there. He looked horrible in the bowl game, and I don't think you could put him out there, especially when you had a couple weeks to prepare for this game, and dude looked just lost on the field. And this is not even like the highest competition that we would be playing. This was like a lower competition in the bowl game. So, I know they were ranked, but this is not who we're trying to beat, and he looked horrible against them. So this is going to be kind of the key here, is what the quarterback is going to look like. We look like we've gotten some good corners, and honestly, the defense can't really get worse. I'm looking forward to seeing what Carnley does in this offseason and how he progresses, because I think he's going to be a really good stout corner. I think we got a couple of really good corners and safeties with Poyser. But honestly, it's on that quarterback side. We always have receivers. We got CJ Daniels, but I think we always produce really speedy, fast, good receivers. It's not really a problem for Miami to get receivers. And Jordan Lyle's going to take over that running back spot, and he looks fantastic. We got interior linemen. It's just on the quarterback right now. We have to figure out who we're trotting out there at quarterback, because, like I said, personally, just watching Emory Williams for the past couple of years and watching him in this last bowl game, he did not look like he was startable. It's just unfortunate to say, but he just didn't look like he was ready still. It's been 3 years. Kind of like if you're a Dolphins fan, kind of like Skylar Thompson, been in there 3 years, but you can't put that guy on the field. He just doesn't know what he's doing, and he's going to affect the team in a very negative way, because, again, like I showed you in one of my previous videos, he stares down receivers. He's got a very weird, stiff throwing motion. Just not somebody that you can put out there, especially after you had a year with Cam Ward looking incredible. You have to put something that is decent out on the field. But we'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated, guys, on defense defense coordinator search and the transfer portal, prospects, targets, candidates, all of those different things, I think right now should be going after a quarterback. We'll see what happens, but we definitely should be going after a quarterback right now, and hopefully, we land one of the. I don't think we need one of the top tier defensive linemen. Defensive coordinators. I think we can get a decent one because we have a lot of talent on this defense. It's not like we lack talent. It seemed like the coaching was just off last year. Like they just didn't know what they were doing, because we have plenty of players that look really good. Where it comes to Ruben Bain and I'm forgetting the other guy that is on there that has really good potential and just looked really bad last year, but really is a good player. But yeah, we have a good defensive line. Jason Taylor, he's going to be, one more year into this type of system of coaching, so hopefully he gets better. But we need that defense coordinator that allows these talented players to really flourish like they always have been. But we'll see, guys. As always, it's all about the U, baby. Love you all. Peace.